What's going on, everyone? Outdoorsman HQ here. And I have a little bit of a special video, kind of an unboxing and also showing off of my everyday carry knife that I do carry around with me every single day. And that knife that I'm talking about is the CRKT knife right here. So I picked up this knife about 3 weeks ago when me and a couple of buddies stayed in a cabin over at Gatlinburg. We went there during spring break just to enjoy ourselves, have a good vacation, treat ourselves a little bit. So they actually have the world's largest knife store there, and that's where I went and picked this up for about $45. With tax, came around $48, $49. But I think this knife is well worth the price, so I'm going to unbox it a little bit for you, even though I already have it unboxed, because I have been using this every single day and keeping it on my persons for about 3 weeks now. Just give you a little bit of a review of it, show off some of the key features, and tell you why I enjoy it, kind of a review-ish type of sense. So right off the bat, normally when you purchase a CRKT knife, it'll come in this green box or even a tan box, where if you know about knives, most knives come in a box like this. So when you open it up, very simply, you have the knife, which we can set to the side for a second. I'll show that off a little bit more. And just a little bit of paperwork. So we can put the box over there. So some of the paperwork you see, it says CRKT, confidence in hand, that's their slogan. And once you open it up, on the right side, on the right side, it shows you a little bit on how to take care of your knife. And then in the center right here, what it does is tells you a little bit, just kind of like a funny gag of what you could use their knives for. So this one's how to avoid being asked to work the weekend by your boss. Tell your boss you have a family emergency, fake an illness, or cut a hole in the ceiling with a kiss knife and climb out. Kind of showing off one of their new products. So we can set that one to the side. And then the other little paperwork thing that they have shows a little bit more of some of the knives that they have. Let me focus in on that. And also on the back, Columbia River Knife and Tool, that's what CRKT stands for. It tells you a little bit about the safety system, what you can expect in it, because this is a dual lock, or dual safety knife. And tells you a little bit about how to fully open it and unlock it and put down the knife again, the actual blade, which I'll actually do a preview of that later. So you guys won't need to look at that. But this is the knife I got. It's the CRKT M16 120 SFG in Army Tan. They did have a black version of this knife. I went with the Army Tan just because I do like this color a little bit more. So a little bit about the knife. As you can see over on this side, it is a Tano blade. Right here, you can tell by this point right here, it's not a rounded point. That little cool thing is it has a waved, textured, serrated edge. So it's got these waved pattern on it. And right here it says CRKT. Now when you're looking at the handle, it's kind of it's got a cool texture to it. I'm not sure what kind of texture it is. It's just kind of a nice grip, like it won't slip out of your hands. Like some ivory or wood traditional flip knives could. And then also right here, it has a flathead screwdriver, which you're able to take apart the actual grip, and you can modify it if you wish to. There's also some screw bits right here and at the end right here. Now flipping it over, as you can tell by this spring-loaded red button right here, that is the dual safety. And then also, it has a clip, obviously, that says CRKT on it, and tells you a little bit about the style of the blade, the M16 130 SFG. So that's basically the aesthetic version of it. Let me go into detail a little bit more about inside the inner workings of the knife. So, once it's closed like this, obviously you have the finger assist. Mine's still a little tight. I haven't greased it up a little bit so that way it's easier to open and fold down. But when you do flip it up, it has two-sided finger assist, but you only actually use one side. And if you don't want to use the full finger assist to flip it all the way up, it's got an easy thumb grip right here where you can push it up and it's ready to go. So the reason that there are two looking finger assists when it comes to flipping this up is it's kind of a barrier when it comes to cutting. So if I'm cutting something, my finger slips, or if I'm slip forward, instead of my fingers hitting whatever I'm cutting, it's going to be these. It's going to protect my fingers a little bit. And I really do like that. It's a good safety feature. I think it'll, whenever the time comes where my knife does slip, it'll definitely protect my fingers from getting hit or even cut up or bruised or anything like that. Now when it comes to the inner workings, it's got the dual safety, as you can tell by this little red circle. What that is it's a spring-loaded button. So when I press it down, it'll pop back up. But in order to close that, all you have to do is hold that button down, like so. And then you would like a normal, or one of the newer, not a traditional flip knife, but where it has this little panel right here, which you push in. And it's super easy to just close it back up. So let me show you that one more time. So once you push down that red button, flip that up, and since your finger is already there near the button, you don't have to hold it the entire time, and you obviously don't need to have to hold that little panel, and it's easy to close. So flick it open, there's the knife, close it down, and you're good to go. So some perks of having an everyday carry knife, especially when it comes to this knife or some other CRKT knives, is personally I like the Tano blade on the knife, but then also the serrated edge. Really, I think it's one of the better serrated edge patterns that they have. I know there's some more saw-ish type serrated edges, but I prefer more of a spiked, jagged, really sharp part. Some of the other key safety features are obviously the dual safety, so it's harder for it to fold back down once it's popped up, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, where if you need to close it down quickly, it may be a little bit tougher, especially if you're new to using a dual safety. But at the same time, it'll give it more protection when it comes to, if you're using it, the blade won't fall down. Also, some other key features that I haven't mentioned, but when it comes to everyday use of this, if you're ever looking for, one of the reasons I have an everyday carry is if you're just looking for something you need to cut something, anything really, and you don't have scissors or access to anything like that, a knife usually comes in handy. And also, say you were to get in a car accident, worst case scenario, you get in a car accident, you have nothing on you really to help you, and you're trapped in your car. You flip this out, you cut the seatbelt with this serrated edge, and then you can also use one of these if you put it down and you hit it like so, you can actually smash a window with one of these. And it actually works really well because if you hold it, your fingers are extended or below it, so when you hit, you're not hitting your fingers against the window as well. And then also another reason why I carry on a knife every single day on my persons is in the almost where I live anyways, it's very rare if this happens, where if I get attacked, someone's mugging me when I'm more in town or anything, this is always a great defense tool. You may not have to use it, but just to scare them off, obviously it's always great to have a knife. I'm not old enough to have my concealed carry, so having this on me really helps, making me feel a little bit safer. And this is definitely for females too. If a female is living in the city, they don't want to have an everyday, or they don't want to get the concealed carry, or they don't have room in their purse for mace or pepper spray or anything, this is always a great option. You don't have to get a knife just this big. Mine is quite big. It's probably about 4 inches when closed down in length. But there are smaller blades that come about 2-3 inches that would fit perfectly in almost any pocket or purse for that woman. Or even when it comes to being at college, like I go to university in Richmond, so being in a city and on a college campus, this really truly makes me feel safer when it comes to walking around campus or going out with friends on the afternoons. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Feel free to like this video and subscribe if this is the kind of content you like. And feel free to let me know in the comments section down below what you would like to see more of. I plan to post another video probably tomorrow or the following day on some more knives that I got. So hope you all enjoy. Have a good day.